Hey guys, so this is the start of my Wodapalooza video. However, it is day 2 of competing. I didn't realize, being that this is the first time I was committing to vlogging while I'm competing, how much I did not want to turn on the camera while I got here, just being like overstimulated, just kind of being focused on competition. And I think it's a lot easier for athletes who have like a crew who will follow them around with the camera and they get no choice in whether it's on or off. For some reason, my being just wanted it off. But I'm here to review day 1 and then talk a little bit about day 2. I have to get into an Uber to head over there soon, so maybe I'll give you guys the Airbnb tour. Maybe I'll hold it for after competing. The whole feel of Wodapalooza is so different with the sand. Like, just even walking from our corral to our event. One of our events was after we already corralled and warmed up, a half-mile walk just to go compete. The sand is definitely making things tougher, but it's somewhat the same playing field for everyone. I know event 2, there's speculation that there are some lanes that were moving easier than others. But if you think about it, that's honestly, not to say that this justifies it, but it's like similar elements as like the games. When I was competing on team, there were some heats that went right after the rain, whereas like our team went when it was still dry. So the floor, like pushing the sled on a slick turf, way easier. So this isn't like the first time that an outdoor element is changing the way heats are. Unfortunately, sometimes it is just comes down to luck. My performance specifically, event 1, I am very proud of. I came in 20th.
Lane 42, Nicole Torreggiani. Torreggiani. All pink. She'll get across the finish line.
I obviously have on my mind that I want to win every event. However, I know this is a tough playing field. I know that I still have ways to go. And I was very proud to see that I came in 20th in an event like that, like a long, grueling event. Event 2 and event 3, not my best performances. Event 2, came down to execution. I made a stupid mistake to try and go reverse sled drag, even though I only warmed up with forward sled drag. I just saw someone doing it to the side as I was being briefed, and I was like, whoa, that looks faster. Mistake. So I'm taking that lesson into today, like not changing anything up about my plan on the fly just because I see it. That probably was like 10 seconds, but 10 seconds in a sprint workout makes a huge difference. And even the way I was turning the sled around, like I was just jumbling with it. So definitely some execution errors on event 2. I took a 36th place there. And then my last event.
It's hard to believe there's sand underneath this place.
It doesn't look like it out there on the floor because this is a sea of black. There's a little bit of ripple out there, but they've done a really good job of making an actual arena out here.
After speaking with Tommy, there were definitely execution errors. Again, questioning the plan that I went in with because something felt challenging, switching it up on the fly, and it not paying off. So, big moral of day 1 is going into day 2 with better execution, confident about the plan that we make, and then just having like a killer mentality. That third event, I came in 38th, so I am sitting in 37th overall. I am very pissed off about this. I train so hard all year round and my performance isn't really showing that. So going into day 2, I'm just going to go in with fire under my ass. Like, I'm just mad at myself, honestly, but I'm not going to count myself out. I'm going to use that anchor to fuel me today and to just set the place on fire. So we're starting off today with a max clean complex. I'm going to go for some risky numbers, something I've never hit before. And then the next 2, my plan is just to execute and race. It's time to race. All right, I'm going to call the Uber. I'll give you guys the tour later on in the weekend. We're here till Sunday. It is Friday. So I will be talking to you guys more. Wish me luck.
If this were to shake out like this, Laura Horvath's going to win.
Big hip hop by Laura Horvath on each one of these. Still looks great on that lockout.
Really big set for Laura Horvath. Final rep for Laura Horvath. The leaderboard.
What happened?
These girls are all around
just
15
finished.
except Laura.
Really?
Her first set of 15 as Laura Horvath is into her set of 10. 5-ring muscle up.
Oh.
Here comes Lucy Campbell. Lucy Campbell not backing down. Laura Horvath on the left.
Jackson Neely might take it.
3 more reps left. Lucy Campbell onto the
No?
Who?
The time to
Lucy
beat.
Campbell's in third. Laura's in second.
Laura's gonna go.
Laura making her way back to the ring.
Actually, yeah,
Same
Sandra
with
on the
Lucy
top.
Campbell,
Right.
12 minutes in. And it's going to be close. Lexi Neely times at 12:40. Set of 5 left. They're going to have to go unbroken if they want to get Lexi Neely's time. Who's it going to be first? Laura Horvath's on. We saw in those last 3 reps were a little bit of a struggle for her. She has 3 reps left to go on the 5. Lucy Campbell, 3 reps herself. Laura Horvath gets a little stuck. Oh, the door is open for Lucy Campbell. Can she hold on?
Yeah.
And she
Wow.
does. And Lucy Campbell, welcome back. Wow.
All right, it's Saturday morning. I am super sore. I woke up around like 5 this morning and just kept rolling around for a good 30 minutes, just feeling literally every part of my body. Could not go back to sleep. And then by 5:30, I was out of bed. Even though I was up late last night, my body's just used to waking up at that time. Plus, this is our last full day in Miami. We fly back to New York tomorrow, so I figured I would just capitalize on the day and start it early. I'm going to give you guys the Airbnb tour, the official Airbnb tour. Tommy's not here. He's at the gym, so we got full range of the house. And then we will talk about day 2 of competition. Since traveling with Tommy, we have always done Airbnbs. I think maybe once or twice we've done a hotel. And I just didn't realize how much of an enthusiast I was of homes until our Airbnb tours. Like, every time we step into an Airbnb in a different state, I'm just amazed at the architect, how the person decided to decorate, what amenities they have provided us, like what they actually put in the house to make it feel like a real home. Like, if you just stay at a hotel, you're not getting a whole cupboard filled with seasonings for your food that you can cook there. And honestly, like, the price, sometimes even cheaper than a hotel, if not the same. Like, it's not like you're paying more and you get so much more. I'm acting as if everyone does an Airbnb, but if you haven't, I'm going to convince you otherwise. I didn't do an Airbnb tour of this place on my Instagram just because it was so hectic. If you follow my Instagram, it's on my story. When we got here, the original place we stayed at had mold all over. Like, the shower head was moldy. The ceiling fan had mold building out of it. And it almost looks like they painted over mold, if not just like dirty fingerprints all over the bathroom. And it was right on the main strip, actually right across from the venue, which would have been nice, but like very much a party scene. And that's just not what me and Tommy wanted to like walk into every time. So we got a full refund, thankfully, and then found this place on a whim. And thank God we flew out a day early. I said we were coming Wednesday. We came Tuesday because our Tuesday was filled with just picking up our groceries, bringing ourselves to a new Airbnb, watching the cleaning ladies like clean this place because they let us book at 7 p.m. but still had to clean. It was just a whole thing. But if you go to my Instagram, I have a whole highlight reel called Airbnb Tours. You can see every place that me and Tommy have stayed at for the last like 3 to 4 years. This one will just be exclusive to YouTube because I don't feel like redoing this on Instagram. All right, let me give you the tour. Ta-da! All right, we have our coats. We have the living room. Look how nice they decorate. I love how everything's white. That plant just does something for me. And then even like the plants outside. We got the center table. It's super light, so it's been easy to move around and stretch. Very beachy vibes. All right, this is a great part here. So we got the stovetop, the microwave, the oven, the dishwasher, sink. And then here's our fridge. All right, this was Tommy's room. Oh, wait. I forgot to show you guys the best part. So, window lighting. Ceiling lighting. Look at this ambiance. Let's go to my room. Look at that. I love, love, love the window lighting. Like when we buy a house one day, making sure that this happens. This is also why I love Airbnbs, because traveling everywhere for CrossFit, I've gotten so many ideas of like what my future home is going to look like, color schemes, little things like this, what I like, what I don't like. The one thing I think I would change in this place is finding a way to fit more storage space. Like if I had an Airbnb, this is the only closet, and I am totally the type who likes to get to a place day one and unpack everything into drawers. So I've had Tommy like living out of the suitcase, but like in neat piles, and I put all of my stuff into this, and I had plastic bags separating clothes, so it didn't get too crazy, too messy. But we had some things hung up, and then, okay, this looks messy though. Guys, last day, I had all of my stuff and outfits, competing outfits, separated in bags. They even gave us a vacuum. I bought lint rollers. All right, bathroom. It's a beautiful bathroom. The shower, no mold. I've even taken some Epsom salt baths. Loved this. So like if I had a future home, I'd probably have some kind of big thing here to just lay everything on instead of like shelves. You could just fit so much here, which could get messy. It does get really wet though, so. And I think that's it. Let's go chat CrossFit. All right, so day 2. In my events, I placed a 34th, a 5th, and a 35th. We'll take it from that first one.
And your leading lady is doing so now.
Torreggiani, one of those athletes down here in lane number 13, black top, maroon pants, will be your lead athlete at the moment.
Chris, 11-minute time cap's going to come up quicker than we think. But your leading lady's already starting. That middle portion, we're looking for 40 dumbbell bench press. Oh, yeah, bench pressing on the beach, baby. You got to like that here at the Rain Sandbox.
Seeing some athletes break it up here smartly.
Execution-wise, I think I did very well at sticking to the plan, but unfortunately, dumbbell bench is just something I realize now that I have to work on. Event 5 was the lift. I came in 5th. I would be happier about that, but I tied for 5th with 8 other girls. The number I would say that I hit was heavy, but like if 8 other girls can do it, then it's not as impressive. It was a clean complex, so it was 1 clean, 1 hang clean, could be squat, power, etc. I opened with 235, hit that.
Next up will be Nicolette Torreggiani in lane number 3, Jenny Muir in lane number 4. Torreggiani's got 235 on the bar in the red pants. Jenny Muir just over her shoulder, going for 210.
Cleans are good. Hang cleans are good.
Torreggiani will get 235. Bills.
I then went to 245, hit that.
Second round, Torreggiani, 245. Jenny Muir on the right side at 235.
Number 2.
Clean is good for Torreggiani on the left. Muir on the right going for the hang at the same time as Torreggiani.
And then I had a decision. My plan going into it was going to be 250. However, I went 255, took a risk, and it didn't pay off.
Clean, Torreggiani on her left. Again, this lift must be done.
Look at that.
In 30 seconds, and Muir just hanging on to that bar.
Muir, good.
And she gets it. 255. No, too heavy for Torreggiani.
Great attempt. She fought for it.
I don't see another 255 out here.
I keep replaying it in my head, like what I would do differently. Like I'm convinced that if I had to do that again today, I can hit 255. As crazy as that sounds, especially because 255 was a PR clean. But I just know if I'm in the proper position to get underneath it, like at the bottom of the clean, I can stand it up. And then my final event was the Cordadito ring muscle up one, the one that I told you guys we did twice.
The bigs up to 100. pounds on that road barbell for Kyra Milligan.
Marilyn Saunders down there in lane number 18, one of your top athletes here in the heat. Black top, dark blue bottom.
I got back to the rings and got about 7 done in the round of 10. I wasn't thrilled about where I finished there, but I am proud of myself for how I went out and how hard I pushed. So me and Tommy typically after a competition will debrief. So I haven't really processed all of this yet, especially because he helps me process it. But last night before bed, he just made a note to me of saying, like, we have to sit down and now talk about everything that we gathered from this competition that we need to work on going into training. I know he's going to have his list for me, but just thinking off on these past 2 days, these are the things that I think I need to work on. Before I tell you that list, I'm just going to start by saying, even though I finished in 34th out of 46, I feel like I finished in last place. Like 36th to 34th to 46th, they're the same. I just don't see myself as a back half athlete. And I know that I'm capable of much more, and I am very disappointed with how I performed. But this is just going to give me more data and more fire to push me forward for the upcoming competitions we have this year. I do think that I need more exposure competing against these girls, because in training or even in online qualifiers, I'm really great. Like when my coach is next to me and I'm being told what to do, but then when I'm out there, I'm making these mistakes that are costly. So there's that. I'm going to be doing a lot of dumbbell bench press and push-ups. My goal starting today is 100 push-ups a day, indefinitely. We also mentioned that I am a little bit smaller compared to the field, and even though I'm strong in the Olympic lifts, it doesn't mean I'm strong in moving around mass, like the 70-pound dumbbell or the bench press, or even like moving the blocks. Like I'm definitely at a little bit of a disadvantage. What else? And yeah, really, just like working on everything. I just really want to work on everything. So all in all, really humbling experience. I'm down, but I'm not out. I still believe in myself truly. I still believe like I can and will be at the top. I just need to go back to the drawing board and work my ass off harder. Whew. All right. So I'll be taking you guys with me to the venue today. Since I'm done competing, I'm comfortable bringing the camera there with me and like actually using it. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, if y'all know anybody else, they want something, send them over here.
Absolutely.
All I'm asking for is you to stand this.
We out here. Josh, how do you feel?
Pretty sure, but I'm happy that I'm here and I get to actually enjoy instead of feeling pressured from the workouts and stuff. So
100%. I feel the same. And also, like, the best day to enjoy because it's warm.
Yeah, it's actually sunny today, whereas yesterday was really cold. So
yeah, I thought we weren't going to get the Miami experience, but I was wrong. What? 50 reps.
Ooh, at 53? That's kind of a workout. That's not 50. That's a 44. How many cookies do you get?
It says a free cookie.
So good, the fat ass.
I know, that is kind of worth it.
I gotta do I'm trying to do all the road challenges that they do every year. And if you just do every single one and you're overall first, you get 15K. Wow. And the kid that got it last year is just this skinny dude that barely works out. But he just took time to do every single one.
Wow.
You know?
Smart dude. Well, one of them is brutal. That row?
Yeah, well, there's 10 of them. So, like, not a lot of people would do that over the course of the year because, like, things aren't on stuff.
That's crazy. I bet no one knows that.
It's 50K and an Ohio barbell.
Oh, wow.
And I think plates.
That's insane.
Every year, yeah.
That's insane.
Wild.
But the challenge they're doing right now is single arm kettlebell swing at 53. Kettlebell snatch.
Max reps?
Max reps.
Snatch.
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
10 minutes. Oh.
Oh, I like that. That's cool. That's
Go, Mike, come on!
Down in lane 10 on the way back for the final time, Riley Huberhouse.
There we go, Mike.
Almost to that line, but crossing over leader it, Mike!
Yeah, Mike.
2.5 minutes to go. Peyton Lunsford on the way back. 5. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go.
That's Kylan, ready?
Hola, Mario.
Fit check. Woo!
Thank you very much.
That looks so good. Ooh, that's a big boy. All right, let's eat. And just like that, we're back. No time wasted out here. I found it hard to believe there would actually be snow out here. I don't know why. I saw it flying in, but here we are. Woo! I missed you. Ready? I am very excited to get back to training. I actually have to finish up the Northern California Classic qualifiers. We did all of them, but I think I might retest 1 or 2. Even though my body's really sore, I am ready to go full effort, head first through a wall. So I'll be updating you guys on the rest of the season, and I will see you soon.